Are you serious? Are you serious? So it has finally happened, as we said it would back in June, that Prime Minister Al-Maliki is gone. He has stepped aside, and he's finally stepped down. Now, as we said, as the Babylon prophecy was being in the process of being fulfilled, as ISIS was rising up from the north and coming down, very cruel, showing no mercy, and taking city after city, and of course murdering the citizens, beheading and crucifying Christians, and all the horrific things they've been doing. They have declared they're on their way to Baghdad. Now Maliki had lost control. President Obama had decided Maliki must go. The Bible says that somebody new would be chosen, and that has come to pass. Matter of fact, I'm going to give it to you right now. The embattled Iraqi leader, Al-Maliki, stepped aside today, clearing the way for a new prime minister and an expansion of U.S. military assistance at the moment when a raging insurgency threatens to tear the country apart. The 64-year-old premier, who had provoked a political crisis by refusing to cede power after 8 years, stood shoulder to shoulder with his rival, Haider al-Abadi. That's his name. Haider al-Abadi is now in charge. They stood in an appearance in state television. Maliki announced that he will back the efforts of his, quote, brother in forming the government for the sake of Iraq's unity. Maliki has become a deeply decisive figure, but had clung to his position in the face of a growing consensus among the Iraqi politicians that he must go. Now, folks, this is unbelievable if you read in Jeremiah chapter 50, 41 through 46. Matter of fact, let us hear those scriptures now from the King James Version of the Bible. I'll let Max read it.
Behold, a people shall come from the north, and a great nation, and many kings shall be raised up from the coasts of the earth.
Now that people coming from the north, of course, that is in northern Iraq, and that is ISIS. And immediately, the leaders from around the world have had to take notice.
They shall hold the bow and the lance. They are cruel, and will not show mercy.
We know that's true. Beheadings, executions, crucifixions, raping, destroying, blowing up churches and mosques, blowing up the tomb of the prophet Jonah. I mean, are you serious? Now they control the dam of Mosul, threatening to send Noah's flood upon Baghdad. And it would literally, if they blew up this dam, or if they opened the floodgates wide open, it would literally kill about 500,000 people. They are cruel. They have their weapons in their hands. They are cruel. They show no mercy.
Their voice shall roar like the sea, and they shall ride upon horses, every one put in array like a man to the battle against thee.
And you can see them. They're actually riding in on these white SUVs that the United States of America left behind. When we pulled out of Iraq, we left tanks, armored vehicles, rocket launchers, AK-47s, millions of rounds of ammunition, tents, supplies, night vision goggles, everything you would need to fund an army. And I mean unbelievable amounts, millions and millions of dollars worth of equipment. It was supposed to go to the Iraqi military under Maliki, but Maliki's soldiers wouldn't fight. They left it sitting in the sand, and guess who got it? ISIS.
O daughter of Babylon, the king of Babylon hath heard the report of them, and his hands waxed feeble. Anguish took hold of him, and pangs as of a woman in travail.
That is Maliki. He was the leader of Baghdad, the leader of Iraq, or if you will, the leader of the Babylon, the area that was once known as Babylon. But when he heard ISIS coming with their horrific power, he was literally helpless. His army was running away, throwing down their guns, taking off their uniforms. When he heard the report, his hands waxed feeble, and anguish took him. He knew he could not defeat them.
Behold, he shall come up like a lion from the swelling of Jordan unto the habitation of the strong. But I will make them suddenly run away from her. And who is a chosen man that I may appoint over her?
Now here's the question. As ISIS is roaring, who is the chosen man that I will appoint over her, over Babylon? Who will be the new leader? It's a question that literally within the prophecy. And we're now getting our answer.
For who is like me, and who will appoint me the time? And who is that shepherd that will stand before me? Therefore,
his name again, Haider al-Abadi. Haider al-Abadi is the new leader of Iraq.
Hear ye the counsel of the Lord, that he hath taken against Babylon, and his purposes, that he hath purposed against the land of the Chaldeans. Surely the least of the flock shall draw them out.
The least of the flock, if you understand the area, what is known as what was once old Babylon, the least of the flock is the Kurds. You have the Sunnis, the Shiites, the Christians, the Yiddies, but it's the Kurds who have they will fight. They have a specific region, and that is where they want to live, and they're willing to fight. And all those weapons that were left behind by the United States was supposed to be transferred to the Kurds. They were supposed to get half of it. They didn't get any of it. And now we're having to supply them with more arms, and so are the French. And we think the British might as well. It is the Christians and the Yiddies that are being slaughtered that ran to the Kurds, and the Kurds says, we will stop ISIS. They are drawing them out, just like the prophecy says.
Surely he shall make their habitation desolate with them. At the noise of the taking of Babylon, the earth is moved, and the cry is heard among the nations.
It's an unbelievable prophecy. I call it the Babylon prophecy. It's Jeremiah chapter 50, 41 through 46. And today we have a prophecy alert, because one of the portions of this was who would be the chosen man that would lead Babylon. Well, we have his name now. He has just received his authority. His name is Haider al-Abadi. I'll put his, he's in the description, the correct spelling. I'll have it there for you. Maliki is gone, as we told you he would. We told you in mid-June he would have to go, and today on this August the 15th, 2014, he is gone. I'll be back with more current world events and how it relates to Bible prophecy. Where do we go from here with the Babylon prophecy? Give your life to Jesus Christ. The signs of the times are everywhere. We're running out of time.